So saying, okay, the skills that I got and the resilience that I developed from spending so much time on my own, I've turned something that was toxic into something which is valuable. Then the layer after that is I get to use the chip on my shoulder and the resentment for the people that came before me and that caused this problem as the activation energy to now deploy this skill set. Okay, so there now I'm not only have I made lead into gold, but I've now turned this gold into something that's useful. I've formed it into something that I can move forward with. But then the final one, and this is the really fucking difficult one, is to realize that if the people who tormented you are the reason that you've developed the skill sets that you care about, then you can't resent them. You should thank them. That you genuinely should look back at most of the things that you were ashamed of or guilty about or fearful of in your past and realize that that's the dark side of one of the lightest and most proud things that you've got. So overall, if the challenges that you went through formed a person that you like, those bullies in school, I should sit down with all of them and say, yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah, that's it's very interesting to listen to, because when you go, to go through that experience, it's kind of easy now. You're 35, you're a grown man, and you're doing great. But to sort of think back to, you are still that child.
Yeah.
You're still that lonely kid searching for connection. But is that not the whole of the show? Like every episode I listen to, you're sort of there kind of looking for a hug. Yeah. You're sort of, your whole demeanor is, I want to connect with this person, I want to know what they know, and I want to have a friendship. And it's incredibly healthy. It just seems like it's everything that happened, absolutely worth it. And also, what are you going to do? You can forgive them and move on, or you can hold resentment. But it's ultimately, that's, what's the important thing here? We can't measure that metric of what that forgiveness gives you as to what that resentment gives you. But I'd bet the house on the fact that the forgiveness is lighter and breeds more activity.
Yeah, I've been thinking recently about the idea of we can't know the future, and we don't fully know ourselves, and we don't fully know the present, we don't fully know everybody else. So we have to concede that some huge proportion of our worldview is a delusion.
Yeah. Doesn't someone talk about the 3 humiliations?